On the Wednesday show tonight, more on that a bit later on. Coming up today, though, headlines say the importance of face-to-face contact. We're also talking about when things go wrong for high street names today. Companies like M&S, Jaguar Land Rover and the Co-op have been affected by data breaches this year, so Temple can get any compensation.
And we've got a treat for you at 10:25. Hebridean Baker.
Oh my goodness, you have to be careful if you're taking on your own DIY, as we saw there. So in response to the film that you just saw there, Minister for Energy Consumers, Martin McCluskey, told us that this government has inherited a flawed system of oversight and regulation, but is ensuring all poor installations of solid wall insulation under EC04 and GBIS are fixed at no cost to the consumers.
It is introducing reforms to make home improvements straightforward, while clear lines of accountability will enable consumers to fix problems quickly.
He also said that letters to affected consumers are being sent out immediately, and half of non-compliant installations for these schemes have already been remediated.
Now, we are tackling spam phone calls next. As headlines say, telecoms number spoofing. Angelica is what?
Don't spoof us.
I'm not spoofing you.
OK, good.
I'm here with the facts. Numbers frustrating because when someone calls your phone, you just want them to be legit. And they will come and discuss together to say they're going to upgrade their systems to stamp down on UK caller ID spoofing once.
I got a phone call from one of those yesterday and I assumed it was spam, so I did hang up after. We had a nice chat first.
It's basically someone calling through on a number you don't recognise.
You don't recognise the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
OK.
Now, in 20 here, and for mobile users on that period, it was down 6%. Now, generally, and Home Office figures say that 3/4 of people are unlikely to pick up an unknown international call, which proves why these international scammers are now...
Basically, you get a phone call and you think it's your doctor's, because you think it's the doctor's numbers, but it's not them.
No.
This guy's behind it. And you've actually got a proper example of this, haven't we?
Yeah.
And that's why it's really scary, worrying.
Exactly. Who will try and get your identity. So I think the point here is just put the phone down and be like, no.
So, and I suppose if you're getting the call all the time, you think this is urgent, this is important, and you want to...
But then it could be a download. And if you think there's any suspicious activity, remember there is Action Fraud and Citizen...
It's to speak to your bank, isn't it?
Sorry?
159, yeah.
Yeah, 159, yeah.
But
and it works. Remember when we did that the first time on the show? I was like, that doesn't work. It went straight through. It does work.
I think the thing is, we always have these conversations and people go, oh, that's scary, oh, that happens easily. And yes, it does, but that's why you're here, to arm people with earned cash. Thank you for that, Angelica. From spoofing your number to faking emails, we talk a lot about watching out for scammers.
We do indeed. And one of the latest cons doing the rounds at the moment is a claim that hackers are spying on us. Now, that statement alone sounds pretty... scary. Spying on us, Rav Wilding, is here to explain more. Obviously, incredibly concerning, this, Rav. We've been
seeing situations. Now, there are occasions...
We are talking about a specific email, though, and you've got one of these emails. Let's have a little look at it.
Anyone to do.
Yeah, but also it's really odd. Some of the language you say, Rav, it is scary. So I guess your immediate reaction sometimes is...
How do you protect yourself in the first place, though? Because presumably there are things you can do to, protect your webcam privacy.
There are... Jeff, I've ordered you a pack of 100. I'm going to stick them in because I don't have to see you. They're really... again, for that peace of mind, you can... So if you want to use it to make a video call...
I think the amount of conversations you should have about drugs and alcohol with primary school-aged children is a conversation that is going to light up many a dinner table. I live in a multi-generational house, and that is what... You get opinions from this end of the spectrum to this end of the spectrum, and... Who's right? Don't know.
There to protect, I suppose. That's the idea, isn't it? Details of organisations offering information and support with addiction or feelings of despair are available at bbc.co.uk/actionline.
The time is now 9:59. Still to come in 15 minutes. Consumer champ Matt Allwright.
You were worried at the start, and now you're thinking, I'll have a bit of that.
I will. And to round up the show, we've got routines from celebrities that have taken on 24-hour challenges for BBC Children in Need. Greg, who have we got today? BBC Children in Need. Greg, who have we got today?
Oh, this is what Greg was bragging.
I was sticking up for you there, Greg.
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you've taken the cushions away from you in the feature. There's no dancing around the fact that various health headlines pop up every day. But can we believe what we read? Dr. Oscar is on hand to separate the fact from fiction.
First up, right, this is good. This is so applicable to so many people. And as soon as I say eczema, they'll go, what? First headline, new
It's a cream that has been approved by NICE, the National Act, irritating.
The cold weather seems to make it worse.
Yeah, you collect irritant dermatitis as well. So all of these things that can affect our hands. And of course, we use our hands all the time, so they're kind of getting washing up without interfering and sometimes ruining their life. So may be eligible if they're not able to control it with things like steroid. Hopefully for those people, it might be a solution.
I was going to say, because like you were saying, there's so many people affected by it. For this, it's just the worst case scenarios might help with that, which is great news. OK, Oscar, give me your best showbiz smart one.
Can someone put the ding in?
I tell you what you won't need, is maybe some new gel that's on the market, because that's what we're...
For almost the same amount of time that I learn about the rest of the whole body. This is about enamel, the very hard outer layer of and hopefully regenerate it. Now, they've done this in the lab so far. They've put it to,
Being dentist makes me go like that.
Just to get the stickers. They're the best bit, weren't they?
Artificial sweeteners. Finally, artificial sweeteners found in...
It never sounds good, does it, when we're talking about health or weight loss? So you have to be very careful about who's sponsoring these sorts of studies as well. This study is a new study, 3.5 kilos. So it's not a huge amount over a year, but it's that artificial element. It's ultra-processed, ultimately.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Oscar.
Another thing that's hit the headlines several times this year, various high street names being involved in major data breaches.
Yeah, you can see big names. As lawyer Denise Nurse is here to share your rights if you've been caught up in one and if you're entitled to any compensation.
Look, there's been a huge increase, hasn't there, Denise, with significant cyber attacks every week.
I know, and I think Rav was touching on earlier, data leaks. So when that can lead to losses for you, potential financial losses, or rest them, can you? As you say, we've got 4 significant national, for example, is purported to be potentially the law that means. But if your data has been impacted and it's a serious breach...
They contact you.
Well, that's duty under the law. But what is a data breach anyway? It's about your personal data, something that lost, destroyed, altered or changed, or even if it accidentally gets... before digital data, you go into the office and you think
about... Seen your office.
You've seen my office, right? You've seen all the... It can cause you distress, and therefore you need to remedy that if that happens. You would know, perhaps, if you get a letter. So that's because there's been a serious... So that's when you start getting emails asking for your data and you think, well...
There, isn't it? Like, it's knowing your rights in these instances that's important.
It really is, and... I love being this. It's all your secure information in there. If they go out and drop it on the street and someone picks it up, your neighbour picks it up and finds it, it's not too serious. Like, shouldn't have done that. Let's be careful. Nothing too serious. If they drop those keys on the street, it's the same with your data. It may not have your protected characteristics, we call them, so your religion, etc. It's information that if in the wrong hand, know who's holding it, how it's being processed to get...
At what point can you claim compensation then?
Contacted everyone. You get this email saying your data has been breached. You want to know what they're doing about it. But if you find out you have, then if you've signed law and said, this is stressing me out, and just say you anyway, but you might want to take further action, investigate, and that could be crucial information for your...
To know that process if you've been affected. Thank you very much. And BBC Radio 4's Food and Farming Awards take place next Tuesday, 18th of November. Put it in the diary. And Morning Live is giving out the prize for the best street food, takeaway or small eatery.
Consumer champ Matt Allwright's on the judging panel. He's
Best job in the
already
world.
visited 2 nominees in Barra and Pembrokeshire. Today, he's at the Hoping Kitchen in York, discovering how volunteers offer a lifeline for people who need the help.
You're saying you'd be really happy for those colours in your garden, wouldn't you?
I know, my garden's a bit sad at this time of year, so
There
I'm
you
going to
go,
do that
we've got some
next year.
tips there.
We are planted in front of the telly this week to follow the progress of the One Show's Challenge Squad.
Are taking on epic missions. So Lloyd is aiming to...
He is doing so brilliantly. We are all Team Lloyd. On Monday, he completed his swim. Last night, we saw him finish a gruelling bike ride. Let's see how he was feeling at the end of day 2.
Yes, goosebumps all round, isn't it? What a challenge this is, Greg. You saw him start the week, didn't you, when he was getting in the pool? And now to start his 10K run.
Yeah, he's such an inspiration. See his mum, everything else, it really is amazing.
And I know, Angelica, you've been following really closely. That was obviously your voice that we were listening to there from the One Show, following the whole thing.
It's amazing. And
BBC One, do not miss the One Show.
But it is getting involved, though. Like you say, this is kind of one of those events that brings the whole nation together in the best possible way. Our Sarah Cox is going to be getting stuck into the next bit of her run today. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, because she is struggling. But before we do that, someone else has taken on the challenge.
I know, we're going to say he's excited, as is she. Last Thursday, Pudsey challenged our cook, Bryony May Williams, to take on a staff.
Happy nerves. We'll find out in a minute because she sent us this message to tell us how she's getting on. I think she's excited.
Oh, nervous. But maybe excited.
It's all for BBC Children in Need. To donate 10, 20, 30 or 40 pounds, text the word 10, 20, 30 or 40.
So many people doing amazing things for BBC Children in Need. We just mentioned Radio 2, Sarah Cox is taking on 5 marathons. It's told. She was saying she didn't really sleep last night.
Yeah, that was that picture. Am I? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Just in case she's watching running live on, iPlayer, she's running along. Don't spoil the surprise.
I think I should leave now.
Yeah. maybe not. But she's getting all the support and she's going to absolutely, because it's an epic challenge. Should we do some viewer comments quickly to get
I think we should, yeah.
Denise.
Sorry. What can I help you with?
Lauren's been in touch talking about data breaches. I'm sure my data was leaked on a cyber attack. I've seen increase in spam calls and texts. Is there a way to claim against 3 companies?
Excellent advice, as always, Denise. Thank you very much. Now it is time for Strictly Fitness with Olympic champion Greg Rutherford. Cue the music. Behind these false threats and how a slider that costs just £3 protects privacy.
From dodgy messages to spoof phone calls, 6 of the biggest UK network providers are coming together to stop spam calls. Consumer expert Angelica Bell has more on this.
They are a total nuisance and often hang up immediately.
Also today, nearly 10 million houses in the UK are thought to be heat leaking. Today, why task that you should tackle yourself?
Definitely not. Plus, as the amount of vapours has officially overtaken the number of smoke.
An interesting watch. And can a new gel stop your teeth rotting and prevent the need for dentures? Dr. Austin, if we'd thought about it, we would have added a little ting.
Yeah, we could have done that.
Just smile there.
Sarah, all right with you? You happy with that, Sarah?
I think it looks absolutely fascinating.
Perfect,
Thank you so much. Thank you. We look forward to it.
See you later.